Welcome to Synagogues of California, Part 1. In this episode, we look at cities in the state whose name begins with the letter A. Our first stop is Agoura Hills and Chabad of the Conejo. Besides being a Chabad house, it is also the home to the Conejo Jewish Academy. Rabbi Moshe Breisky is the executive director. The academy is not a school for children, but rather continuing adult education. By the way, there had been a synagogue in Agoura Hills called Temple Beth Haverim, but it closed in 2010 due to financial constraints with the downturn of the economy. It was a conservative-affiliated synagogue. Its rabbi, Gershon Weissman, was in the process of making an effort to start another synagogue. However, we do not have the information on it. Our next stop is Alameda and Temple Israel. It is a Reformed congregation. Barnett J. Brickner is the rabbi. Shabbat services are held on Friday evenings. There are Saturday scheduled events, but one must check their calendar. The building shown here in the overhead shot was erected in 1980. Our next stop is Aliso Viejo and Temple Bethel. Aliso Viejo is part of South Orange County. The congregation claims to have over 600 members, which is the result of a merger of Congregation Eilat, which was conservative, into Temple Bethel. As part of the agreement, both conservative and reform practices are used. There are two staff rabbis, Rachel Court, who's Director of Jewish Engagement, and Kavod Weider. Bethel was started in 1981. The building shown here was erected in 2001. However, the congregation had already moved here to temporary facilities in the early 1990s. Speaking of Orange County, here's Temple Beth Emet in Annaheim. It is conservative affiliated. Joel Berman is Rabbi and Education Director. Dr. Mordechai Kiefer is Rabbi Emeritus. Shabbat services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. There is also a Sunday morning minyan. We move over to Angels Camp, California and Mother Lode Jewish Community. We believe that this is the main location for where services are held. Andrew Greenwald is the rabbi. It serves the Northern California area. This includes places such as Amador, Calaveras, Mariposa, and Tuolumne counties. The congregation has existed for more than 25 years. It currently holds one Shabbat service a month, and they are held at private homes. High Holy Day services are usually held at a rented location. Our next stop is Aptos and Temple Bethel, a Reformed congregation. Services for Shabbat are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, although the format varies depending on the week of the month. Paula Marcus has been its rabbi since 2004. Shifra Weiss-Penzias is associate rabbi, and Richard M. Litvak is Rabbi Emeritus. The facility shown here was built in 1989. Aptos is an outlying area of Santa Cruz. Our final stop on this tour is Arcadia and Congregation Sharei Torah. We're a little perplexed on this because although the building is immense and showing signs of Jewish ornamentation, it is fenced in with signs indicating that it seems to be in receivership. There is no other information regarding this congregation. However, Arcadia is not devoid of a Jewish house of worship. There is a Chabad of Arcadia and Temple City. It is located in a residential complex, and Rabbi Shalom Steifel is its director. There are both Friday night and Saturday morning services for Shabbat. After the Friday night service, there is a Shabbat meal. This ends our trip of looking at synagogues in towns in California to begin with the letter A. Much more California synagogues to see. Until then,